Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. What's going on, guys? What is it with us and watching CM Punk shows in Chicago? This is twice in less than 48 hours for us, watching Collision together. Last night, CM Punk's return to AEW and victorious in his six-man match in the main event. And tonight, we're going to watch one of, or I guess probably CM Punk's greatest moment, and that is when he defeated John Cena to win the WWE title at Money in the Bank 2011 in, I think at the time, the only 5-star match that Meltzer had ever given to WWE, and everything surrounding this match, the pipe bomb promo on Raw, and CM Punk legitimately not re-signing with the company until the very end, made this whole situation really interesting. In the summer of Punk in 2011 was fun, wasn't without its hiccups, as WWE did have a few missteps there with the whole thing, with Triple H wanting to stick his nose in it and the Kevin Nash shit and all that stuff, before Punk finally found the title again at Survivor Series and held it for over a year. But this kind of started it all, and this was a big night in Chicago and a big main event, and that's what we're here to watch today. So I hope you guys are having a great one. I'm a little bit beat. I was working all day today. I actually volunteered. My stupid ass actually volunteered to go in to work to help out my boss. We were a little busier than we expected, so I thought I'd go in and help out, and I kind of regretted that decision because didn't really feel like being there after a while. But we are here now. Happy to be here with you guys. I'm going to do shout outs here, or say hello to everybody in the chat in just 1 second, as soon as I can get what I wanted pulled up. And I hope you guys are having a great Sunday and a great weekend overall. Let me just get where I need to be because I didn't have it pulled up earlier because I'm stupid. There we go. Just making sure I can see the chat and all that good stuff. That's what I want. That's what I want. There we go. Now I can see you guys, and I can see myself even better. Except, fuck. I tell you what, man, my Google Chrome, my browser that I use, really, there we go. It's working out. It's goofy, man. Does anybody have a better, another browser suggestion? Like, Google Chrome is giving me problems on both of my computers, and the only websites it's giving me problems with is YouTube and like one other one, Amazon. It's not cooperative, but everything else works fine. I don't understand what's with Google Chrome. I uninstalled it and reinstalled it on both computers, and they freeze. Like, I literally can't watch YouTube on my Google Chrome, which is the browser that I prefer. So I pull up Microsoft Edge to use, and it works just fine. But if any of you have any other web browsers or searching browsers that you use and like and are reliable and good, let me know in the chat, because I think I'm looking for another one. Google Chrome sucks. But anyway, we are here. We are ready for Money in the Bank 2011. You guys know the drill. We watch all these watch-alongs over on the Peacock. So you want to go over to Peacock, find WWE Money in the Bank Season 2, Episode 1. I guess this is the only the second one after it became a pay-per-view. And the runtime on this is 2 hours, 48 minutes, and 3 seconds. So once we hit play together here in just a couple of minutes, the timer right below me will begin to run, and we just match up with the timer in case you have an issue or I have an issue. Just keep the timer synced up, and that's really all we got to do to be able to watch this together. I think it's going to be fun, and we usually don't watch modern pay-per-views here. I don't like to watch anything past 2005 or 2006 maybe is about as far as I'm really willing to go. Anything 2007 or later, I don't care about, to be honest. I don't care about anything that happened from 2007 to present day. Nothing I'm interested in going back and watching again, to be honest, at least in WWE's universe. But this is going to be a rarity just because it's kind of topical. CM Punk made his return last night, so a couple of weeks ago, I thought this would be an excellent pay-per-view to watch, not only because it's the day after Punk's return, but also it's Money in the Bank season, and Money in the Bank is coming up for WWE on July 1st, and can't think of a better show to do tonight than this one. So I think we should get started on this. You guys, I'll give you a second to go over to your Peacocks and pull it up and get all your zeros across the board here and get ready to hit play together. While you're doing that, I will go to the chat and say hello. How are you guys doing? Rob Strickland, Ray Fran, Mike Rouse in the house. We've got Tatanani. All right, channel members are here. We got Thomas T-Bone. Got to have that T-Bone. And Rodrigo's here. We Are Pro Wrestling. Deshaun Robinson is in the house as well. Good to see you. K-Dog Skennels here. What's up, Kevin? Juliet in the house as well. Trying to hit the channel members. Victor Colon. We've got Big J, Andy Linnell, Yessie, and George Morris. There he is. And Lord Rith. What's up, nerds? And George Morris chiming in with his token 5. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How is Tito? Money in the Bank 2011, 0 out of 10. 2 years after this, I moved from Indiana to Florida. Been here 10 years. I think we can all agree that Florida itself is a shit show politically, but I'm a climate guy. I love nice weather. And if I was living in Indiana, I'd move to Florida too. So I hope you're enjoying it down there at the beach. I've said before, when I lived in North Carolina, I was either going to move to Florida or to California just for climate. But since I had a lot of family out here already, California seemed like the most likely move. But I did look at Florida in the Fort Lauderdale area and actually did think about moving down there. But I chose San Diego instead. And I've been happily living in the whale's vagina ever since. George, you've been down there hanging out in America's penis ever since. And right on. Love you, brother. Thank you for being here. Tito is doing great, although he didn't get me anything for Father's Day. Like, I came home from work. He got me no present. He didn't take me out to lunch. Nothing. Little bastard. But anyway, other than that, Tito is doing fantastic. K-Dogs, Kenna, what's up, Kevin? Appreciate you being here, and thank you so much, dude, for 5. Happy Father's Day to you, Cat Dad, and the other dads in the chat. Package update left Vegas on Friday, so I'm hoping for delivery by midweek. Well, thank you, Kevin. Kevin is sending something over to the P.O. Box that apparently is bub-related, and that is going to be really nice. Kevin, can't thank you enough for all your kindness, especially when it came to the bub stuff. You know, everybody knew how special he was to me, but I tried not to make too big of a deal out of it because I'm not the only one with a pet here. Everybody in the chat, I'm sure, went through and has gone through what I went through. But Kevin, you've been especially kind about all that. And yeah, I lost my boy over Christmas, and you know, I'm still not over it, man. It's rough every day. I miss him. Green Pea, good to see you. I know you've been in the last couple of chats. Brandon McNeil in the house. I'm starting to change some of the little emojis next to your name, so the members like Brandon gets a little explosion when you're new, and I kind of moved up the other emojis in the tiers because some of you are coming up in about 2 months, less than 2 months, coming up on 1 year as channel members. So I have created another emoji that you will get, or an icon or a badge, I guess it's called, that you guys will be seeing once many of you who signed up right away do hit that year mark. So I kind of updated those. Let me see. JJ Leg is in the house. OG is here. Always good to see you. Jack Sharp. And anybody else chiming in? Good to see you. I don't think I got everybody. Zach is here as well. But I don't want to keep you guys waiting. It is Sunday night. Some of you have to work in the morning. So why don't we get started on Money in the Bank 2011? I'm ready. I've already got my frosty cold one open. We had to watch Collision last night with no beer. I forgot to buy any. I didn't have any in the house, so I just drank water. So tonight, after a long morning at work, this is freaking delicious. And I needed it. So I'm ready to rock on Money in the Bank if you are. Get all my stuff together. There we go. I want to make sure I can see the chat nice front and center and get my little fingers ready on my play buttons and my timers and all that good stuff. And we should be ready to go. All right. My fingers are officially queued up. Hopefully y'all's is as well. And I will count down from 3, 3, 2, 1, play. That's how we do it. Y'all ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Boom shakalaka, as the kids used to say in the 90s. All right, nice intro here. Hi, Punk. Good to see you. So this would have been 12 years ago. Holy shit. I had only been at my current job for like 6 months. That's it. That's crazy. I just moved here. Boy, we didn't know what to make of that pipe bomb when he dropped that, man. I was definitely not sure what to make of it. Okay, Ray, Edge is your backup to Micro. Okay, so Microsoft Edge isn't bad then, right? I just don't like Bing. Like, Bing is all over it. I really do prefer Google, but it ain't working for me. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's on both of my computers. They're both hardwired right into Ethernet. Like, it's not like I'm using Wi-Fi. There's no reason why it shouldn't work. It's just the browser, the program. I thought maybe it was glitchy or had a virus, so I reinstalled it. That didn't fix anything. But it just anytime I go to YouTube, it freezes. And I can't access my shit, so I have to go into Microsoft Edge and pull it up from there, and then I can do whatever I want. But it's annoying. I've been using Google Chrome ever since Google Chrome existed. I don't want to use anything else, but I have no choice. Hmm. And help me out too. I mean, Cena loses the belt here, but then he technically like wins it back, and then they do that SummerSlam match. So I guess at SummerSlam, Cena would officially lose the belt because Punk wins it. Alberto cashes in, right? And then I think Cena stays away from the title all the way up until his match with The Rock at 29. When he wins it back. All right, money, money, money. They still use that money, money, money song, don't they? Hey, there's an ambulance there. Is there an ambulance match on this pay-per-view? Guess what? I have no idea what the card is. I have no idea. I don't know the Money in the Bank participants. Were they doing we're doing a women's match back then, were they? They were probably doing two men's. Yeah, they probably are doing two men's, aren't they? Well, shit. I love this. I love not knowing the card. I had no time to research any of this today. I've only been home for an hour. Home of WrestleMania 2, 13, and 22. Money, 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 money. Yeah, maybe it's the last Chrome update. I don't know, Juliet. It's been going on for about a month and a half now, is when I've been dealing with it. And it's super annoying. But I'll just set up a whole nother browser. It's no problem. I'll just do that. I have a great computer. It's just, I'd rather use what I'm comfortable with, you know? It's Money in the Bank, dog. Booker T, Cole, and Lawler. Okay, so they were doing opposite branded ladder matches back then. SmackDown is up first. So how did it work back then? The SmackDown guy could only cash in on the SmackDown guy? Could you swap? Could you flip shows? Well, Chimmel is explaining it all, and I'm talking over him. That's okay, because Chimmel worked for AEW, and nobody confirmed it for me. Who's this? Oh, Sin Cara. I'm like, who is this? Good. This is so great, because I have no idea who's in this. No clue. I have no idea who wins this. I have no idea who wins either Money in the Bank match, and I also have no idea what any of the other matches are. I don't want to look on Wikipedia because I don't want to see the winners. I guess one of them is going to be Del Rio, right? Because he cashes in at SummerSlam, so I guess he'll win that one, but I don't know who the fuck wins this. I don't think it's Dolph's turn yet. That would come later. What do you think? 2011. Oh my God, who is even the World Heavyweight Champion on SmackDown at this time? Who was the champion in 2011? I have literally no idea. It wasn't Danielson, was it? Shit, I don't even know. Oh, Wade Barrett. I paid so little attention to these years because none of this, I wasn't invested in it. Even when I was doing commentaries and doing YouTube 2011, 12, I wasn't invested in hardly any of this shit, except for maybe a little bit of the Rock stuff, and the Punk stuff was good. But I never cared what fucking Sin Cara did. I don't care. Who's this trying to come? Who is this? Oh, Justin Gabriel. I forgot about Justin Gabriel. I sometimes would get him confused with TJ, with what's his nuts? The agent. It's a shameful thing. Oh, he's a babyface this year, huh? Can't keep track of him. What up, Zach? Member for 10 months. You're gonna have that new icon coming soon. It's blue. It's a blue Good Mic Work logo. We Are Pro Wrestling as a late birthday gift finally got me a Winged Eagle belt. Nice. Showed up this past Wednesday. Right on. Just like the WWE replica, I'm assuming. I had forgotten how old mine is. I found a picture of me with this belt from, I guess, 2004. So I've had my Winged Eagle belt for about 20 years now. I think I got it late 03, 04. I was thinking I got it later than that until I came across a picture of it like in one of my bedrooms. And I'm like, holy shit, that was 2005 and I had it. So I think I got it sometime in early 04 or late 03. So I'm going on 20 years with my Winged Eagle. Whenever they made them available, I must have bought one pretty quick because in my head, I've only had it for like 10 years, but I've had it for 20. So it's Heath Slater. So there's a lot of Nexus. We have Barrett. Fuck his kids. We got Justin Gabriel and Sheamus. Okay, here is Danielson. Well, Daniel Bryan might win this Money in the Bank then. Because he becomes champion, right? Even nerds are, this is when Cole didn't like Daniel. Now I don't know his name. Daniel Bryan. I called him Daniel Bryan for the first 5 months he was in AEW. Now I'm calling him Danielson. I don't know what we're supposed to call him. Oh, Kane's in this too. We Are Pro Wrestling. You put the belt on, right? You put it on and recreated Bret Hart's entrance in your kitchen, right? Right? If you haven't, get on that. Go do it. Come back. Let us know how it went. Okay, so I didn't want to spoil it for myself or anybody else, but yeah, I guess it's going to be Danielson in this because I do know he wins the title the following year, right? And that must be because he loses at Sheamus to WrestleMania. Remember, everybody made a big deal. He kissed AJ Lee, and that was so funny. I think I defended that because I didn't give a shit. I'm like, who cares if he lost in 8 seconds? Who cares? Who cares? Did it hurt his career? No. He's still, to this day in 2023, regarded as like the best wrestler in the world. So, as I said way back 10 years ago, 11 years ago, that quick loss doesn't mean shit. People had fucking conniption fits over it. It's such a disgrace. It's fine. Kane clearing the ring. A lot of beef. I mean, you got Sheamus, Kane, Del Rio. Or no, I'm sorry, not Del Rio. Barrett. So it's going to be Sin Cara and Gabriel and I guess Slater. Ooh, and Bryan doing all the crazy stuff. So this is way before Hug It Out. Daniel Bryan and Kane going at it. 10-month member Michael Cuomo says, I'm amused that Cena was going to win this. So shocked. Or maybe I amused that Cena was going to win this. So shocked that I had to order the pay-per-view a few days later. I honestly don't remember anything else despite watching the event. I don't think I watched this. I was out of town. I was in New York, in upstate New York, when this pay-per-view aired, I'm pretty sure, because I remember being in the hotel and finding out that CM Punk won. And this is, I don't even think I had a Twitter or anything yet, so I couldn't even get on like social media and be like, when I get home, I'll come up and talk about this. But I do kind of remember getting messages being like, good mic work, Punk won the title. But back then I wasn't doing commentaries regularly. I'd go 4, 6, 7 weeks between videos. There was no organization to it at all. It was just for S&Gs. Look at that dashing man, Cody Rhodes. Was I flapping my gums when Cody came out? I didn't even notice Cody made his entrance. Hi, Cody. Is he dashing or is he something else? Well, what was he when he had the thing on his face? This is Rip Hamilton phase, Cody. Need Detroit people in the house. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Andy Linnell, the plan from here on out is to do a lot of SummerSlams in July. We'll be doing plenty of those. Next week, this coming up week is going to be really weird, though. I got to figure my shit out. Not only am I not going to be here Wednesday for a Dynamite watch along, I have a long day next Saturday. I'm needed like all day at work, so no Winged Eagle, which means I got to figure out when to do a podcast. Maybe I'll do it Sunday, and we'll do a podcast doubleheader watch along later that night or something. I got to think about it, but I think I might come up tomorrow and do a Raw review, so I can give you guys some info on that. Just in case you don't see me for a few days, I better come up tomorrow. We'll talk about Raw. Trish and Raquel have a qualifying match. If Trish wins that, that could be pretty interesting for Trish. I think if Trish is in the Money in the Bank, that she will win the Money in the Bank. And I think it might be a good way to get the belt on Trish one time before, she finally is done wrestling for good. Ooh. Wow. Jesus. Danielson with a Darby Allin-like torpedo dive there. There's Gabriel. Oh, yeah, that's right. Shit. Never mind. Yeah, so we're not going to do that either. So, okay, that makes it easy. So that means, okay, this is perfect. I'll come up on Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon, we'll talk about some news. Unfortunately, it will be before SmackDown and before Collision, but we'll talk about whatever there is to talk about, and we will predict Forbidden Door. Yeah, we'll do that Friday for sure. Maybe Thursday. I'll think about it. Probably Friday, though. Friday before SmackDown. My boy D. Bryan. Yeah, even better. Okay, so that works out. That means I can get up here in the week and give you guys predictions, and that means there is some content on the channel. And I'll try to put some other stuff up, too. Help me out, guys. Is this Sin Cara numero uno, or is this the second guy? This looks like it might be the first one, because I forget what happened. Which one was Hunico? Was he the first one or the second one? And why were there two? One guy got fired, and then they just put the mask on another guy and kept the gimmick going. Apparently, these two guys also had heat or something too. Help me out. Remind me of that story. Wow, Spanish Fly. That was very smooth. It looked like both those guys had very little problem executing that. This is the second. This is number 2. Okay. Because didn't one of them have a tattoo or something? They put that trampoline out for him to dive over the ring in that entrance. I remember all that. Just checking the timer. Oh yeah, we're right on point. Mr. J, good to see you, my friend. Okay, so now they're saying this is the first Sin Cara. Yeah, I thought so. Hunico was bigger. I thought Hunico was the one with the tattoo, right? Okay. First Sin Cara got suspended, then the second one took over. I thought there was like more to it than that. I thought there was like he was released, and I thought one of the Sin Caras had heat with somebody. Maybe it was Del Rio. Maybe it was Del Rio and Sin Cara. There's something going on. I don't remember what it is. Oof. All right. Looks like I was about to say all the bodies are over here on that side. Sin Cara's probably going to go for a dive if he doesn't get destroyed by Sheamus. By Sheamus. Sheamus literally looks exactly the same as he did 12 years ago. Maybe a little more lean here because he is younger, but take it from somebody who knows. There's a big difference between being 33 and 46. I still look like I was in my 20s when I was 33, but ugh. Oh my God. Powerbomb on the ladder. I love how they paint these wooden ladders silver. I mean, what do they do there? Do they use spray paint? Think what they do is that the rungs that you stand on, I think they build these ladders because they don't make ladders like this. Look, you can even see the gimmicked part in the middle. So that's either like fiberglass or it's wood that they painted over. But I feel like the middle rungs that you step on are actually metal, but just the big legs are wooden or whatever's going on there. Ouch. Poor Sin Cara is busted. Oh, wow. Okay. We Are Pro Wrestling. I knew you'd give us some insight on this. So this was actually the day after. Oh, no, the day after this was when Sin Cara was suspended for 30 days. So is this a way just to get him out of the match? Oh, yeah. Look, they're bringing the stretcher. It's just a write-off. Let's just murder him, get him back there, and say, oh, by the way, you're suspended for 30 days. He must have known this going into the match. It happens a lot this time of year. It was also Money in the Bank that Roman Reigns got suspended. Next day, suspended after he dropped the title, remember? And then the show we just watched, last week, same thing. June pay-per-view. Rob Van Dam wins the title, gets busted, suspended. Sometime in like July. So there's something about the summertime. Oh, the general manager. This is the era of that. That means he's going to say something, isn't he? Wow. Cody and Danielson and Kane. Michael, appreciate 5 more from you, dude. Yes, I meant assumed. Yeah, I figured you did. Also, Brian losing in 8 seconds helped his popularity skyrocket to where the crowds were chanting yes, exactly, which led to WWE champion. Yeah, like when you look back, that was actually a really good thing for him because that did rile the fans up to where they started clamoring for Daniel Bryan and wanted to see him get opportunities, and that helped him. That helped his career. But just on the surface, just, the way the fans get so over the top in their emotions, it was all, oh, they buried him and stuff. I'm like, the dude was in a world championship match at WrestleMania. Win or lose, you're not buried. Like, that's a great spot to be in. I'd go out there and lose in 5 seconds. I'd rather lose in 5 seconds and not be in the show at all. But, like, fans get they go so crazy over it. They just get super irrational with their anger. Oh, his career is dead now. Yeah, his career is real dead. He went on to do nothing else after that. But that's the way they felt. That's what they thought. I'm like, the more you just let the shit roll off you, the easier it's going to be to watch this shit. Oh. Oh, Victor, you've got one from earlier. Cena wins the title one more time after losing it to Punk. Cena wins it the night of the champion by Night of Champions by beating Del Rio. Then Del Rio wins it back. Oh, I didn't know that. So they gave Cena another little title win there. So does that mean that title that win against Rey Mysterio the night that Punk came back and the Del Rio win, they both go on Punk's title resume? No wonder he's got so damn many. Like, they should have just had Del Rio successfully retain in his rematches against John, not swap the belt again. Always wins, right? So if Del Rio won it back, so that means Del Rio beat Cena in a Hell in the Cell match? I don't even remember that match happening. Did anybody interfere? Oh. Goodbye, Nexus. Cody just takes out Slater and Gabriel. Ooh, Crossroads. Nice. Come on, Cody. Go get that title from Roman. Cody's going to win the briefcase here and cash it in at Madison Square Garden in a couple weeks. Watch. Looks so weird when wrestlers don't wear knee or elbow pads. You look like you're in your underwear. more than when you're wearing pads. Cody. Got 10 coming in from Chris Ludek, my friend. Oof. God, Cody was so much smaller back then. Man, Greg, I'm jealous you moved to SoCal in 2011. I was 25 then and didn't move to Cali till I was 33. Wasted a lot of my best years in the Northeast. I was 33. That was the same age I was when I moved here. I was 33, about to turn 34. So no, it's all good, man. Don't worry about it. I'm the same. I did the same thing. You also will have been here 13 years at some point, and you'll just be the same age as me. So we're just alike. I did feel the same way you did, though. Once I got here, I felt like I should have been here about 10 years earlier. But luckily for me, though, when I lived in North Carolina, I lived at the beach. So I already lived in a pretty awesome spot. But this is better. Doomsday device. Oh! Oh, poor D-Bry. Dr. Shelby, get in here. You got your homies doomsday devicing each other. It's not what friends do. It was more dashing to not wear knee pads. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, yeah, because then, Juliet, you might be right. At some point, R-Truth and Miz decide that they're badasses for some reason. I know. It was hilarious. It was cute, wasn't it? And they went all nuts, and they had that Survivor Series match with Rock and Cena. So, yeah, that was all probably a part of that. I got it now. See, you guys can sometimes jog my memory, and then I start remembering stuff. But my brain just puts this shit in a folder deep into my hard drive. And it's hard to dig it out because when I was a kid and in the 80s and 90s, I would rewatch shows over and over, which is why I can remember them so well. But all these years, I've never seen this match in my life, actually, now that I think about it, because I didn't order the pay-per-view on this night. So that means I've never seen this match before. Right here, right now. Little Nat is climbing the ladder. Daniel Bryan chants. Ooh. And it was about what? It was about a year ago. It was a year before this when he got fired, right? Fans flipped out and they brought him back. The fans have saved Danielson twice. They got him rehired in 2010. That happened just a month before I was living in an apartment with nothing in it. I had sold all my shit. I was getting ready to move here. And I remember watching SummerSlam in an empty apartment just with a TV and a couch because all my shit had been sold and I was getting ready to move. And then like Bret Hart was in that match, right? Wasn't he? And then years later, WWE just keeps fucking with him when the fans want to see him pushed, and the fans get him into the main event of WrestleMania. The fans have always come through for him. Probably one of the most likable guys wrestling has ever had. Oh, man. Or ever seen. He's just all around a great person. He's respected by his peers. He's loved by the fans. He does good deeds. He's a healthy person, lives a good lifestyle, donates to charity. His heart is filled with acceptance instead of hate. He's the best. Nerds. I love this Michael Cole going on about D-Bry being a nerd. I'm like, do nerds normally get Brie Bellas? Is that a normal thing for nerds? Trust me, you don't want to be a 2 who marries a 10. You're going to live your life under constant paranoia. Yeah, I did like Barrett too. I do think that I've always been a Cena defender, but one of the things that WWE did wrong with Cena was that SummerSlam match. I fully admit that. Oh my God. Are they going to lift him up? No way. No way. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh my God. That was a disaster. You could see what they were trying to do, but oh my God. They probably practiced that earlier in the day and they probably got it right, but oh, Sheamus on a roll. When did Sheamus come in? 09? Is that when we saw Sheamus appear? He was champ by 2010, something like that. He was probably already champ by this point, right? Didn't he? He won. He beat Cena somehow, right, for the title. So he was already former champ, I think, by this point. Fans didn't save Daniel Bryan's career. His career would have been fine. They just saved him from situations. Like, I think them making noise got him rehired because otherwise he wouldn't have been, but he just would have gone to Japan or just done whatever else he was going to do and still made a great career for himself and might even still be in AEW to this day. And then in 2014, his career would have been fine. He would have gone on to face Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania and lose to him or whatever, but fans made noise and they were able to get him in the championship match. So we've come through for him. I stand by that. But Daniel Bryan and Bryan Danielson was too good. He would have had a career regardless of WWE's stupidity. Yeah, 6 months in, Daniel says he won the title. One of my earliest videos I did on YouTube, and I remember because I was still living in North Carolina. I remember talking about Sheamus and Jack Swagger because I think they tried to put the belt on both of them around that time period, within that year or so, or whenever it was. Oh, choke slam on the ladder. And I remember thinking, I'm like, all I'm hearing from the complainers is that they're tired of the same old shit. And Cena is growing very tired. Push new stars, they say. And here we have two of them at the same time, and the fans are still butthurt. And I remember at the time, probably not articulating it very well, but back in those days, but remember being like, are y'all fucking stupid? Like, what, you know, granted, wait, how is that ladder? What's going on with that ladder? What is my brain doing? Oh, okay. That was like an optical illusion. I was freaking out. Okay, so the ladder that's bridging over the far corner, I thought it was in the near corner and it looked like it was hovering. If you see that wide shot again, I swear I thought the ladder was floating. It's been a long day, guys. I'm starting to see shit. See? Look at it right there. Doesn't it look like it's floating above the top rope, the closer one to you? I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that saw that, but I thought mine was playing tricks on me. It was. Ooh, Surfer Gabriel. Wow. He used the ladder as a trampoline essentially and hit a marvelous 450 onto Kane. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, Max. And I remember back in those days too, a lot of what made TNA attractive to a lot of fans was that there was, you know, better wrestling, all the stuff the fans shit on now that AEW has it. Well, it's the stories that matter. Oh, it's the stories that matter now. Okay, because back when you were TNA fans, it wasn't the stories, but whatevs. Point is, it was attractive because of the stars, the talent, and the style of wrestling that they had there, and the fact that you were getting new, fresh faces, you know, being featured in a, you know, completely different company, but new faces nonetheless. So in my mind at the time, Sheamus and Swagger were also new faces. Like, what you just literally said you want WWE to push new people. They push two of them at the same time and you're not happy. So I don't know what they wanted. Yeah, that ladder's still floating. Look. Please tell me you see that. Like you see what my brain sees. I sat there and looked at that for 20 seconds and I could not figure out what I was looking at. I'm like, that ladder's floating. A guillotine. And Barrett has got one hand on that hook, man. Ooh. Look at that. Look at the talent on the top of that ladder. Holy shit. Damn. Cody. Wade steps down. Cody took full on back bump from the top. Oh, this is going to be bad. Sunset? Oh, no. Wasteland. Wasteland, no. Barrett looks asleep on Danielson's leg. Oh, no. I thought he was going to give him a destroyer. Oh. Wow. That's it. If you're up this high, you're going to win. He's got it. Come on. Everybody struggles to get that thing off. Right on. Michael Cole's not happy, but Michael Cole sucks, so who cares what he thinks? Yeah, that's right. Something tells me that young fella might have a good career in wrestling. I've got this feeling about it. J Love 2000s wrestling. Thanks for the $9.99, my friend. I'm sorry, but I disagree with y'all. John Cena needed that SummerSlam win in 2010. It was the right choice. Put Cena over. So many people at SummerSlam. Seth, Brock, AJ, Punk, and Bryan. Cena needed to win. I have zero desire to debate the main event of SummerSlam 2001, but I will tell you this. I have been a staunch John Cena defender and have given whiny, bitchy little haters the Heisman at every turn when it came to Cena. I just don't buy into that same shit that everybody complains about him. So if I can say that that SummerSlam match was a mistake, then I feel like that's a pretty fair take, because my instinct is always to kind of go to bat for Cena. But in that instance, I probably wouldn't have done it that way. But the last thing I'm going to do is spend an hour debating that shit. It was 12 years ago. Who cares? 13 years ago. Who gives a shit? Doesn't matter now. Ugh. Love how they just wrote Sin Cara out. That would have been a great spot if they were able to pull it off. He's lucky he didn't get hurt. Justin. Good job. Help me out. Who does he cash in on? Because I know Daniel Bryan wins the title. He loses it at WrestleMania to Sheamus in that quick match. Who and when did he cash it in on? Let me see if I can remember on my own. I probably am not going to be able to. I don't even know who was on Smackdown at this time. Who did we say is World Heavyweight Champion right now? I don't even know. Big Show. Big Show. Ew, Big Show's the champion. Ew. Okay, so this takes until TLC. So TLC, I'm assuming, was a December show back then too, right? So he holds it for a few months, I guess. Half a year. Ugh. Oh, God. Is there a more disgusting image than these two? If there's two faces I would rather never lay my eyes on again, it's these two fucks. Vince, you suck. Laurinaitis, you're a piece of shit, and you know it. You know you're garbage. That little Clarence Mason guy is probably innocent in all this, but still. Randy, thank you. Oh, yeah, Randy was champ, the Christian stuff, right? Isn't this the year that he had the good matches with Christian? Yeah. Oh. Randy Orton might even wrestle Christian on this pay-per-view. Now that I think about it, he does, doesn't he? I think he does. Isn't it fun to watch in real time? My brain remember stuff. This should be members only, man, for this type of insight. Oh, yeah, I do remember the Big Show Mark Henry thing. That's right. Brian cashed in. So great. This is pretty early Bellas, isn't it? Yeah, very early Bellas. About a year after this, about 1 year after that, they looked a lot alike then. Jeez. I don't even know which one. I literally can't tell which one's Nikki. I think I know. Okay, yeah, Nikki is on the right, but it did take me a minute. Yeah, they were ridiculously hot. I'll give them that. Especially some of those like tryout videos they had where they were just like in little bikinis and stuff. I'm like, good grief. I'd sign them too. No wonder they got jobs. Oh, Kelly's still around? No kidding. And Eve Torres. Kelly's the champion? All right. Uh-oh, is this where Nikki wins the belt? About a year after this, like I was saying, Nikki came into my restaurant and I didn't know which one she was. And I asked her point blank. I said, "You're one of the Bellas, right?" She goes, "Yeah." And we talked about Brock Lesnar and Sable for some reason. And I forgot how it got even brought up, but we talked about that. And I was like, I remember I was like, has she been around now that Brock's back? Because Brock had just come back. And I was like, has she, somehow she got brought up. And I was like, has she been around backstage? She goes, I've seen her twice. And I was very like kind of curious about that. I'm like, huh. And then we basically just share a street with a bar right next door. And when they were done, they went over and had a drink. And I saw her in there too. A live chat, huh? Ooh. I wouldn't be surprised on the very day that this pay-per-view aired that I was at the Baseball Hall of Fame. I was up in Cooperstown, New York. I used to go up there about every summer for maybe five or 6 years. Very nice up there in the summertime. You wouldn't catch me dead up there in the winter, but summer, it's beautiful. Both twins. It's a tough little stick figure. You know, Kelly, I think Nikki Bella was better in the ring than Kelly, but Kelly, you know, you got to give any of the girls that weren't wrestlers but got hired and then they just put them in the ring and they turned out to be halfway decent, or they tried hard enough to make themselves halfway decent. Like, I give a lot of props to the Kellys of the WWE that were brought in for, you know, as models or valets or for their looks or for bra and panty match purposes and didn't have a lot of wrestling experience at all. And in most cases, none whatsoever. And then they throw them in the ring and they get good. Look how good Trish got. So any of them that were just like able to do it, you know, Stacy had matches, you know, she wasn't built for this type of job, but when she got in there, she was okay. We'd have another 5 years of that Divas belt before they finally said, oh yeah, they're women. We should probably call it Women's Championship. Like, they had to call the WWE title the Dude Belt. God. This is the Bruh Belt. Hey, is this Referee is Nicholas's dad, right? What if we get a dark side of the ring on Nicholas? How funny would that be? Yo, Chris Miner, good to see you, my friend, longtime channel member and listener. Appreciate the $9.99. I'll cover my WWE Network fees this month. It's only $99. I don't know if you've heard. Imagine telling our 2011 selves that some guy named LA is the favorite to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. There is a women's Money in the Bank, and that Uso tag team might main event this PLE in London of all places. Yeah, like when you think about this show and what we're about to see in a couple weeks, 12 years later, the landscape looks a lot different. Wait, is this who's in there? Is this Brie or Nikki? Okay, I'm confused again. Oh, wait, this is Brie. Yeah, I was about to say, that looks like Nikki on the outside. I'm so confused. Man, I mean, they really, really look alike. Jeez, get it, Kelly. Yeah, I was really turned off by the women's division. I appreciated the wrestlers that were there. And like I said, I'm appreciating Kelly trying her hardest here. You know, we had good women in the company. There's still Victoria's and Mickey Jameses around, and there was women who could go and stuff. But it was the division that was my problem, not the talent. And the division itself was just crap. WWE never took it seriously. The women didn't get any time in their matches. And it finally, like we talked about with Daniel Bryan, took the fans pitching a fit for WWE to finally realize, oh, we might need to start taking the women seriously. And start having them be wrestlers instead of objects. And the transition's gone pretty well. Triple H can't book the women's division for shit, but it's certainly a hell of a lot better than it was. Or it used to be. And that's it. Kelly wins. All right. So Brie Bella is unsuccessful. Kelly is Kevin Kelly's daughter. People would rib Kevin all the time. You named your daughter Kelly, idiot. Nikki goes, look at her. She doesn't even eat. That's hilarious. She doesn't even eat. How can you not beat that? That's hilarious. She doesn't even eat. How can you not beat that? Kelly probably outweighs Brie Bella, doesn't she? I mean, they're probably very close. Jeez, Kelly, my God. Oh, it's Nitro. Oh. How's that for you? During the commercial. Right there. Let's see what's on this. Own it now. I'm owning it now. Don't worry. It's right here. Oh, I don't have an insert. It's a bunch of nonsense. I was hoping for an insert. Doesn't give me much info. A little bit on the couple matches on the back, but not a full listing. All right, Big Show and Mark Henry. Oh my God. Oh, Chris, maybe I did. Your second super chat. I got Jay's. Oh, yeah, no, I did. Sorry. Yeah, that was 5 more from you earlier about the California stuff. I will say, though, at 37, I'm slimmer now than at 25, Wow, that's awesome because with help from a nutritionist, I've gone full plant-based vegan. I went from 188 to 164. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I've always had opposite. I've never been able to gain weight at all until kind of later in life. Now I'm putting on a few, but not much. But that's great. That's really great. I should get a nutritionist. I like meat, but man, I really need to. I would love a diet change, but I just got to get motivated to actually do it one of these days. I ain't getting any younger. I'm only getting prettier. Yeah, capital punishment. Like back then, it was like pay per views like that. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Matt Stryker. I hated him. Nice, James. You got a Larry t shirt, like Larry the dog, like CM Punk's Larry? He's got a t shirt? That's awesome. Oh, yeah, I forgot Santino said Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. That's great. God, we have to watch Mark Henry and Big Show. We chose to watch this together. I think I chose this. I just thought it would be appropriate. I guess I didn't really consult with you guys. Here comes Henry. I like how they had the briefcase gold thing as the screen. That's cool. They were still putting them in a little effort in 2011, but it was starting to get simpler and simpler by the day. But at least they were trying. Oh yeah, they did the break the ring thing with these two also. Oh, you bought the Piper shirt. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Henry's ready. Ugh. He was still going with the well, wasn't he? Yeah, it's a big show tonight. I know. It's a big. I hated the name Big Show, and I hated his song. I just thought it was so dumb. I just thought he was a can't miss. He's just too big, too awesome. Even in WCW, after he started losing a little bit, he was still a hell of a pickup for WWE. But the Big Show, come on. I mean, I know you don't want to call him the Giant, but oof, damn. Hmm. This is beef. It's a lot of beef. Oh, Forbidden Door is a guaranteed slam dunk. I mean that can't not be good. Last year's was pretty damn good. This year, at least on paper, has a chance to be better. Oh, yeah, somebody's about to get tableized. Ooh. Right, Hugos are always running for the hills. I really hope this thing doesn't go any longer than like 8 minutes. You give me 18 minutes or 17 minutes of this, I might freak out. Oh, Zach, your ass will be in attendance. So is this the first time you're letting your ass go out by itself? Because I know the first time I let mine go, I mean, I made sure it knew to take an Uber if it got drunk and, don't put anything that you don't know in you, things like that. I don't know if you had that same talk with your ass, but you should before you send it out into the city all alone. Um, open season for all. So have a talk with your ass, Zach. It's highly recommended. Thank you, Booker. Thank you for that insight. Well, the cool thing about Forbidden Door too, you probably have a whole bunch of matches on there where the guys are like want to be the best match of the night. So that's just going to make it awesome for us. Long board stopping in, popping in with the nice super chat there. Thanks for saying hi. What's up? Just saying hi. It's been a while. Thanks for being here as always, and thanks for your many months of membership. Appreciate all of your support always. And glad you're here for a little while anyway, as we're watching Money in the Bank 2011. Big Show and Mark Henry in the ring right now for the title. Is this for the title? Did I miss this? Well, too bad, Mark Henry. Oh, yeah, this is just a regular singles match. Okay, just making sure. Keep forgetting that Randy Orton is the champion. Well, this is a feud that lasts quite some time, then, doesn't it? If they carry this all the way into TLC. These two Leviathans. I remember when Show came back in like 2008 and he had that thing with Floyd where he got his nose all busted up. I could not believe how good he looked because he was so big in like 2006. And then he left the company and he came back and he was slim. He looked slim. And then we just went into years of this, whatever this is. World's strongest slam. So I guess Mark Henry's the one that beats Randy Orton for the title. Is that how it goes? Because I know Mark Henry wins the title, right? Does he beat Orton for it? Orton's lost to everybody. Orton's had to drop the belt to Jinder. Probably to Henry. Who else has Orton lost to? That's it's kind of funny. Leviathan is such a Vince word. I love Vince words. In any event. Ah. The world's strongest slam. And a splash. Ooh, and another one. Is he just going to flat out beat him? Ha! Nice. Mark Henry getting pushed. Somebody's get their wig split. I love that. Did he ever do? I think he did. Did he ever do for like a Raw reunion show or anything? Did he do Sexual Chocolate? Did he come back as that? I think he did. I have like a memory of that from somewhere. Good. Take out that general manager podium while you're there. Oh, he's going to continue the assault on the Giants? See what you started, Austin? He did this shit to Pillman, and people are still doing it to this day. It's 26 years old now. 27 years old now since Austin did. Damn. Big Show, I love this, has no friends, nobody. Now, why wouldn't Robinson, Lil Nate, just take the chair off? He just lets this happen. Well, Show, what were you laying there so stiff for? All you had to do is move. Kind of deserved that. Oh, yeah, I bet it hurt. He's like, get the fuck off me. You didn't do nothing to save me. Show, number one, you need friends. You need to be more alert because you could have easily just shake that shit off your foot. All you did was get hit with the world's strongest slam. Hulk Hogan threw you off a roof and you showed up for your match. You allow this to happen? Ah, yeah, it hurts. I know, yeah. Something tells me that Big Show did not take a walking boot to the airport with him that night. I think he broke my damn foot. It's a compound it's a compound fracture, huh? Okay. They're going to put Big Show on that. Now, what Mark Henry needs to do, once they put Big Show on that stretcher, is pick that bitch up, just like Big Show did to Rey Mysterio. Whoosh, baseball swing it right on the post. Yo, props to them for even having green posts. Just notice that now. We don't have a stretcher big enough for Big Show. Pretty sure they did an angle with Yoko where they had to like forklift him out from an injury or something. Fractures do hurt. Yeah, they do. He just keeps saying it. I think you broke my damn foot. Well, you're going to find out. So get on there and go get yourself a little x-ray. Wow, fans are chanting CM Punk and he actually works there. That's cool. Hmm. Oh, yeah, I hate WWE's ring posts too. The big plastic jobs. It's the worst. Yeah, Teddy. So was that like a way to get Big Show off TV for a while? Is that what they kind of set up there? And then what does he come back and attacks Henry, and that resumes their feud? That would explain why it took until TLC to finish it up. And oh, this is such an ugly picture. Look at these two. Smelly pricks. Hmm. Did you re-sign him? No. Vince hates him. What exactly did Punk say? He simply pointed at the door and said, "Get out." Get out, Vince. He said that to me. They did a really good job because just the fact that Vince is saying all this makes most fans believe that, well, CM Punk's obviously re-signed. This is an angle that they're doing. But there was a little bit of doubt, wasn't there? Of like, oh, well, maybe you really didn't know, because Punk did. I know in kayfabe, he signed his contract here. I know he said that in documentaries like that DVD and shit like that, but I don't know what the truth is. I think it really is that he re-signed that night, but I think he had already intended to. Oh, that's right. So Vince is basically like, now Cena, if you lose to this guy, I'm going to make it my mission to make your life hell. So Cena has got to like fight for the company. And yet another match where, much like One Night Stand, Cena was going into quite the fierce environment. And he came through in both instances, in my mind. Put on memorable matches in both. Oh, Del Rio. He's such a douchebag. I fucking hate Del Rio so much. Such an asshole. Like, if this guy would have had like the personality or reputation of a Bryan Danielson, he could have been very well been one of my favorite wrestlers ever. But just the fact that he's such an asshole makes me hate him. Raw ladder match next. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you're winning. I know. All right, we got a lot of entrances here. I'm going to be right back. All right, what entrance are we on? Evan Bourne is in this match. How about this? I don't even know who's in this, so I missed a couple of entrances. Elizabeth is leaving for work, so I went and said goodbye to her. Kofi, what's up? Swagger's in it too. And Truth. Oh yeah, he was coming out with no music. It's kind of funny to see him all angry, all mad, super mad, big mad. He's got a little wee ladder, wee man's ladder. Does Shaham appreciate the two? Alberto Del Dipshit is what Monster calls him. That's a pretty good name. I'd go with that. We can call him that here if you want. You guys want to adopt that and use it here? Feel free. Sounds perfect. Rolls right off the tongue. No, Rodrigo. I don't see Alberto Del Rio anywhere in AEW or WWE. Oh, Alex Riley. He kind of turned into an asshole too. I think Cena did something to him. Might have been one of the rare instances where Cena used his position to do shit, but who didn't? If anything, Cena probably did it a lot less than some of the people that preceded him. I love they got the little ladders. Fucking Ray, man. Is Ray ever like not in the mix of shit in the business? I mean, he had a couple of little terms away from WWE. Left, came back, but I mean, Jesus, man. He's just been wrestling at a high level from the minute he showed up on US TV, and it's been crazy. It's been nearly 30 years of this now. I mean, even back in 2011, I thought Ray was way past done, you know, and he's still kicking. I love that they all decided to, well, yeah, this is going to be really good idea. Okay, so it's Del Rio, it's Swagger, it's Evan Bourne, it's Kofi, it's Ray, it's R-Truth, it's Miz and Alex Riley. Yeah, Evan's getting rid of some ladders on top of Del Rio. Ray's like, oh, here's one. I mean, shit, look at this match right here. We have Miz, Ray, Truth, all still currently in WWE and active. Swagger's active. Evan Bourne's active. Del Rio, who knows what the fuck he's doing. So Alex Riley's really the only one doing nothing, I think, right now. Other than R-Truth, who hasn't been on the shelf for a while, but I think they'll bring him back to TV at some point. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Maybe they've gimmicked these ladders a little bit. Look how he's tossing those things over there. I mean, maybe they're maybe it's made of like light aluminum or something. I don't know, but I feel like Kofi and Bourne will both do something pretty nuts here. Kofi always does. Oh yeah, Kofi. I forgot about him too. Yeah, so Miz, Kofi, Ray, all on current roster in WWE. Swagger's in AEW. Seidel's like either in Ring of Honor or somewhere. Ooh, they're all fighting over a ladder that won't reach the briefcase. Riley. Del Rio's in AAA. Look at this little ladder. Can you? No. Um. Yeah. What? If, these idiots. Even if you stand on the top of that thing, you dipshit. No wonder they fired you. Wow. Good job, Alex. Our truth. God, he was so athletic even back then. He's in his late 30s back then. He just turned 50 not long ago. I think our truth's probably in his 50. Oh shit, here goes Ray and Kofi. As we all stand and wait. Wow. Oh, it was a big spot that didn't have any ladders, though. Evan Bourne's going up. Oh, God, he's going to shooting star off this, isn't he? Wow. Airborne. Yachiro, good to see you. Hello. Thanks for being here. Having a good one tonight. Going back to 2011. Not even that long ago, 12 years ago. Money in the Bank. We watched Daniel Bryan win the Smackdown briefcase earlier. This match is pretty good so far. Not great, though. We'll see how it goes. Cena Pendejo sign in the crowd. I love how bad the fans hate Cena. Oh, yes. Hmm. Whoa. Wow. I keep thinking The Miz is Ted DiBiase Jr. Oh, Miz, you're okay. You didn't really hurt yourself. You're selling that too hard. Miz, let's get you looked at. Did Miz fail a wellness violation too? Wow, he did. I mean, you could actually believe that he could have hurt his knee on that just based on how that was not a typical fall, but he landed pretty good. He's fine. You're fine, Miz, aren't you? Nunzio. Oh, is that no? Is that for real? Or I forgot. Is what I meant to say. That Nunzio became a referee. This doesn't seem like a legit injury to me. This seems totally kayfabe. But who the fuck knows? I don't remember. Oh, Del Rio thinks there's conspiracies. Oh, nice. That was so good. First, Ray did something with Kofi together, then him and Evan Bourne just took out a couple of guys. That was really well timed. Yeah, I like to rag on the Miz a little bit, but deep down, he's had incredible longevity and has always had a decent spot in the company. And from a business wise, he's been able to make himself a lot more money than someone of his talent level should be able to make. And that's a credit to him because he's excellent at what he does. He's a lot like Michael Cole in that way. And it's like, you kind of hate him, but you also got to acknowledge he's pretty good at his job. I don't want him main eventing WrestleManias as WWE champion or anything like that. But in terms of what WWE uses him for, oh no. Ooh. Riley and Swagger took a bump. He plays his role well, and he's been incredibly consistent, The Miz, in terms of what he does. But I don't love him in the ring. But his value isn't what he does in the ring. So, wow. Oh, Ray got himself hung up in there. He does great promotional work for them. He's got himself a reality show. He's got movie deals. He's been able to branch out and use WWE to make money in other places. Miz is, in terms of the money and the success Miz has had, there's a lot of wrestlers that fans would consider hundreds of times better than The Miz that would probably kill to have The Miz's career. So, all depends on how you measure it. Okay, so this is 2011. Does Kofi have his accent or not? Have we lost it? Or is he? What year did the Randy Orton stupid thing happen? When was that? Whoa. Wow, Del Rio with a pretty crazy bump. Yeah, Ray is excellent with his gear. He has a lot of, especially now too. He seems like he's got all these different themes, but he was always changing it up. Okay, so it's been gone since 2009. Wow. Well, yeah, I guess I remember that because I think didn't DX say something about it? Uh-oh. 619 to Truth. I would have loved it if Ray would have won a Money in the Bank. That would have been great. I'm going to grab another coldie. All right. Back. Stick with what you pick, Booker. Okay, so this is after the stupid thing. Okay. I do remember kind of taking a little bit more interest in WWE in 2011 because The Rock came back. That was a pretty huge deal. And then all that CM Punk stuff was interesting. Ray going for the briefcase. Nope. Oh, God, they're all up there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Man, that briefcase is being batted all around. Poor Riley's got to be in the middle of this. Come on, grab it, Kofi. Nope. Oh, Del Rio, the first one to go. Here you go, Kofi. You got it. Oh, man. Oh, no. Jeez. A long drop for everybody. Jeez. There's just like a tether ball or something. Oh, there goes Riley, who's up there now. Kofi and Truth and Ray. They really want this money in that bank. Oh, God. Ooh, that was a rough landing for Ray there. Wow. I was about to say, here comes Swagger. I'm like, Kofi feels like he's got this. Oh, all of a sudden you run up ladders fast now. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh. That could have been a career-ending bump for Swagger there. That scared the shit out of me. Who's coming? Oh, The Miz. Give me a break. Is he a heel or a babyface here? Is this back when Miz was babyface and like using the figure four? Is that when this was? Look at him hopping up there with one foot. No way. Oh. Oh. Power bomb. Poor Miz. When Miz won the title, well, that's right, because he must have just lost the title, right? This is 2011. He must have just lost it. Because he beat Cena at WrestleMania. Oh, Ray is so close. Oh, Del Rio, you piece of shit. I wish we could change time and have Del Rio not win. Maybe we can get AI to re-edit all of these pay-per-views to have different winners when somebody shitty wins. We could probably do it with our current technology. Ooh. Oh, so smart. So smart. I forgot about that. I love that it happened that way. He's pissed. I don't think they meant to topple all over like that, but that was a brilliant finish to have him rip off the mask. It just didn't. You better get that ladder up in the right spot. You're not even walking up the correct side of it. One more, dummy. Now all those wrestlers have to sell all this time because he had to reset up the ladder. Oh, he's cut too from that fall. He was probably a little pissed about that, but I forgot about that finish. I'm certain I've talked about that at some point because once I saw it, it kind of rings a bell. Unless we've watched this before and I've forgotten. We haven't done this watch along yet, have we? I don't remember doing it, but maybe we did. That would be funny if I did another one and we've done it before and y'all didn't remember and I didn't remember and we're up here and as we're watching it, we're like, this seems very familiar. Because you did it 2 years ago. Oh, yeah. Same super chats come through. I'm like, something's up. That shooting star by Bourne was pretty sick. This is where the Miz got injured. Yeah. I don't know what R-Truth was even trying to do there. Oh. God, that was the fall by Swagger. My God, he could have destroyed his arm and shoulder if he would have landed a little weirder. But that finish. And then, oh my God, that sucks. Oh, he's probably so mad. I love it. I'm glad that Del Rio was mad. I hope that really made him mad. And I hope he still has those scars from when he fell. I hope somebody poured lemon juice on him later. Yeah, that's right. Edge's retirement after the WrestleMania 11, and then that led to a Christian win and set up the Orton feud. So yeah, I'm starting to remember this now. I do remember Christian kind of being done wrong in all this, right? He those matches between them were great, but he didn't come off favorably in this. And I think I do remember a lot of fans complaining that, of course, Randy Orton had to go over in all these situations, and even when Christian did win the belt, it was just like for a minute. And I think fans had a problem with that. But if you take all that away and you just watch the matches, I remember them being excellent because Christian is good and Randy Orton is good. And then when you put two good people together, sometimes they'll have a good match. That's how it works sometimes. Stay tuned for more expert analysis. Randy Orton. Oh, okay. RKO. Oh yeah, and then the leg on the under the rope, right? Yeah, Randall. Is that referee Mike Knox? Rick Knox? Mike Knox. Is Christian a heel in this? Over the limit. Oh my God, these pay per view names. Even back then, they sucked. Oh, over the limit. Great balls of fire. Capital punishment. Fuck off. I want Armageddon and Unforgiven. Fuck your balls of fire. Christian and Orton. Props to Christian. He hung in there with, guys like Orton and Edge who had more of a size and presence to them and better looking. And, he held his own. He's every bit as good as those guys. Shut up, Del Rio. Nobody asked you other than Josh Matthews, but nobody else. Oh, shut up. You're not great. You suck.
Yes, this is not part of my destiny. This is just a formality. My destiny to be the new WWE champion.
He's going to come in and screw up that SummerSlam match, right? It's Punk and Cena with the 2 belts, right? And then Punk wins. Nash comes in, power bombs him, and then Del Rio cashes in. Is that what they do? What a crazy twist in that story. I do remember at the time wondering, like, Nash? Where the fuck does he fit in? It's so random out of the blue. All right, Christian and Orton, here we go. How long was Christian in TNA for? Maybe like 4 years, like maybe 2005, 2009, something like that. When did Christian come back to WWE? Because this is definitely his second run. This is after his TNA run. I'm certain of that. I miss the big gold, man. It's nice to see it tonight. I mean, I spent several months on the podcast and stuff talking about how I hope that big gold comes back, but I never thought it would. But I was dreaming that maybe. I'm like, why wouldn't they want a title that represents and is connected to so much of their history? So I wanted like the Winged Eagle to come back or something that, maybe a casual viewer or somebody in their 40s who haven't watched wrestling in years and scrolling through the TV and they see that belt. Oh, I remember that, or, that type of thing. I just thought it would be nice, but no, can't have that. It's a weird shirt, hit the switch, but at least it's not black. Any wrestling t-shirt that's not black is a win in my book. Hey, I was about right. 05 and 08. About 3 years, 3-year run there. Don't walk to the ring slowly like a porn star. Just get down there. I do like the black strap, the old NWA big gold, the one that Flair carried. If you look closely, that strap is kind of like brown, and I like black much better. Brown is my least favorite color. I want nothing to do with brown. Keep it the fuck away from me. Please. I'm taking a break with the fans, so that guy's like the Cena lookalike. Remember the Hogan lookalike that would be in the front row of so many shows back in the day? WWE and WCW. Nice. You got a few of you in the chat going to Collision. That's great. Collision and Forbidden Door. So 2011 started authority figure Triple H. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, because he was out there with all this. All that CM Punk stuff. It's like Triple H had to get in the middle of it, didn't he? That CM Punk and Summer of Punk and Cena thing didn't need Triple H or Nash. What the hell were they even doing there? Like, such a weird detour they took. None of that was needed. Randy Orton. There it is. I do need to get a world heavyweight title replica. I think I'm going to wait until I leave this house. I'll probably be here another year and a half, maybe even more. But at some point, we're going to be moving out of here. And then in my next studio space, it's going to be much smaller than this. And I'll maybe get that belt and have that as a new display item. So stay tuned for the next, year or two. Green Pea, I actually did. I had the very first original one that came out in 99, but many, many years ago, I sold it on eBay. I sold it for a pretty good deal, too, because those early versions of it were made like shit. Even the front part of the belt wasn't even like curved at all. It was like flat, and it just looked like trash, and I hated it. So I wanted to get and upgrade it to the better version, which I've never done. But that belt I didn't really need anymore. I thought it was ugly, and I got rid of it. But when I first got it and I was taking it to places, showing it people were freaking out. They thought I was a wrestler or something. Like, how the hell did you get this? And I'm like, at that time, they weren't really that, they were like in the back of magazines and stuff. And they weren't all over the place at shows. You didn't see them very often. Just a few people had them. And people would come up to me asking me to touch it and hold it. And can I take a picture with it? I was like a celebrity when I took that thing to a wrestling show, where now any Tom, Dick, and Harry can just go right online and buy them a belt. But back then it was like, I really did have like one of the first ones, and it was mesmerizing to people. It was pretty funny. Whoa. The Viper on the attack. I hope Randy Orton's able to come back for a run before he retires. A good one. Randy Orton was already turned around as Christian was still bumping over the stairs. That was a pretty cool visual. What's cool about Christian is like he's looks a lot like he does now. He's aged very well. Thank you for all that, Michael Cole. WWE always had to have their WWE HD thing in the corner. They were so proud of their HD. Now HD is standard. Now it's all about 8K and 4K and all that stuff. I edit a lot of my mic drops in 4K because they're short, and 4K videos take a while to render. So I sometimes put them in 4K, but everything else, I'm just a 1080p-er. I remember I watched the Royal Rumble 2008. That was the first pay-per-view I watched with the HD capabilities. And I was blown away. I'm like, holy crap, this looks awesome. Nice close-up on Orton's face there. Was that necessary? Christian is wily. He is. JJ, get a new world heavyweight title replica? You should. Yeah, my intention always was to upgrade them, but I never really needed to. I didn't even have them displayed a lot and stuff. So at the time, I'm like, well, I don't know why I'm going to buy one. Now that I do YouTube and I have stuff hanging in the background, I could get one and find a place for it, no problem. But I'll just wait until I redo all this. I've seen like two. I don't know if any of you have bought any, but like I've seen on eBay, there looks to be like there's like knockoff versions of these things, and for display purposes, they might be worth buying one because I would just get it just for a cool looking background, and I might not necessarily need the official WWE version. But whenever I see them on eBay and I see like take look close ups of the pictures, they look relatively legit. They're probably not as high quality as maybe the other ones you can get, but who cares? Maybe that's an option if I'm just looking to buy something for a display. But right, yeah, it's like that does not count out does not apply. It's just disqualification for this, right? Shout out to Mike Chioda, referee in this thing. Should have said hi to him earlier. Oof. Wow. That's going to be, that's going to be tough to kick out of. Orton wasn't even helping Christian out on that. There with a Thezzy. Little Thezzy. Oh, that's DDT. My God, he's been doing this since. Good drop kick by Orton. Yeah, TGA Gaming. My first TV, I paid like $1,600 for a Sony 50-inch, like Sony Vega or whatever the hell they were called, and it was a projection TV, but it was HD. It was a 720p, but it wasn't like a full flat screen. But it was lightweight. It was just had the projection and not the other way. And I remember being blown away by the video quality, how great it was, and that was just 720p. I sold that TV before I moved to California. Sold it for like $300. But I remember after that, I bought a Samsung 1080p 60-inch projection TV. That was my next one. And one of the very first things I watched on it was the NBA Finals. I think it was like the Lakers and Celtics. And I was just, oh my God, you can see the whole, it was like, you can see the whole game. It felt so awesome. But now it doesn't even feel that special. Nice headbutt by Christian. Like diving Benoit headbutt, but he hit it perfectly. The last thing in the world I want to give a shit about debating right now is who should win Money in the Bank. But saying something like LA Knight should not win the Money in the Bank because he hasn't been through enough adversity is either a troll on all that ridiculous discussion that goes on Twitter and you're just making fun of those people, or you actually think that. But winning Money in the Bank, the whole point of the match and the whole concept of the match is anybody can win it. The, not been enough through enough adversity thing doesn't apply here. Makes no sense. Dude. But I don't give a shit who you guys want to win this year's Money in the Bank. I don't care who wins. I'd like it to be Damian Priest or LA Knight. But if it's Butch, fine. I like Butch. So Greg doesn't give a shit. Go take your debating elsewhere, Byron Cutler, in your predictable matches. Unpretty. You made me miss the unprettier. Yeah, that is definitely 2 3/4. He kicked out. Christian bleeding a little bit, but I never really did like veterans flipping out when there was a near fall, like getting mad at the ref. I'm like, just stay on them, dude. Yell at the ref later. You got the titles on the line here. You're choosing arguing over getting your job done. Oh my God, what a post shot. Oh, Christian hit the post hard. Wow. Well executed neck breaker. Oh, yeah. Now Orton's going to argue. You're going to do the same thing Christian did. Orton is much bigger than Christian. Thinking about going to that place. I'm going to go kick a 60-yarder. You know what's weird? Is why did they call it the punt? It's not a punt. It's an extra point. Ooh, or it's a kickoff. Or a field goal. It's one of those three. A punt is a completely different sequence. Has anybody ever brought this up? It's like how Surfer Sting never surfed, and the punt's not a punt. Surely there's a Reddit post about this. Ooh, did he spit? What did he do? He did. Ew. Oh, Orton's pissed now. Oh, see, that's smart of Christian. He's trying to draw his rage. Oh. Handle. Is this what I think it is? Son, you knew the rules. Did you not read the rules, Randy? When you went to wrestling school, didn't they say, hey, before you wrestle in your match, read the rules of the match? Oh, Randy's going after Christian. Gotta know the rules, man. Look at these. Even in 2011, they're shaking the fuck out of that camera, man. God, is that necessary? I'm cross-eyed over here. He's got the even in 2011, they're still using those monitors. Wow. Thought they'd be gone by that point. Oh, Christian. Oh, we're going to get an RKO on this table, aren't we? Is the table going to hold up or is it going to collapse before they do it? Randy Orton is a freaking athlete. That he is. He's quite the specimen. Well, the match is over now, so Randy has no reason to behave or to listen to you guys. Dangerous, all right. Ooh, and the table held up. Wow. Ouch. – 2011 was 12 years ago. Good Jesus. Here's something will freak you out. If Back to the Future was made today, Marty would travel back to 1993. Yep. That freaks me out. Ooh. Ew. Very mad, Randy. Settle. Teddy Long, what are you wearing? You're wearing the couch that was in the living room in the house I was born in. Same pattern on the upholstery. Oh God, I thought he was going after Hugo. I'm like, what did Hugo do? He's going after Christian. I'm like, leave Hugo alone. Oh no, another one. Are we going to collapse the table this time? Randy Orton is very. And the table withstood another one. So how is it that sometimes you go up to it and you put a finger on it and it collapses, and other times you can be delivering multiple RKOs and the bitch holds up? What the hell, man? Yeah, Teddy, that's definitely the same couch, same material. You weren't. I wasn't thought of in '93. I got my driver's license in '93. Oh, is he going to go back for thirds? Sloppy thirds? No, keep walking, Randy. Keep walking. One more time, they're chanting. He's thinking about it. One more time. One more time. Go kill this man again. At the new world champion, and he basically had to take a nut shot and a couple of table RKOs in order to get that belt. Oh God, that is disgusting. I could not. If that was part, I wouldn't want to do that in a match. Like, and then we're gonna have him spit in your face. I'm like, the hell he is. You not spit in my face. All about personal space. It'd be bad enough that I got to have somebody's disgusting, sweaty body on top of mine all the time as I'm wrestling them. But taking loogies to the face is where I would definitely draw the line. I'm like, okay, that's enough. Ugh, you got him right in the nose and the. So you can't catch me over here and cheek or something. Yeah. When they traveled to the future and Back to the Future 2, that was 8 years ago. My God. No one. No one. No one. Oh yeah, be a star, right? You guys aren't being very convincing. You need to be cooler than this. And tell these little pricks to stop being fucking bullies in school. And if they do, that you're going to show up to their house and have a little chat with their mom and dad. Oh yeah. The LA SummerSlam streak they went on for a while there, right? I was here for all of that and I never went. I had like 5 opportunities to go to SummerSlam and I never did. Here we go. CM Punk chants are already starting. It's all on Cena's shoulders. He's got to make sure that ridiculously ugly belt stays in the company. Oh yeah, he was kind of like Nexus CM Punk, wasn't he? Like that for a while, and that kind of bled into this a little bit. I mean, when it comes to work shoots, this was really well done. It's something that the business at the time, I felt anyway, sorely needed, man. It needed that kick in the ass to wake it up. And The Rock helped with that. But Punk, this stuff really got my attention. I love the transformation Punk went on. I always liked Punk, everything he did in WWE, I liked, but I really liked him when this started. Spoons, knives, and forks. Y'all got any CM Punk forks? Punk using all his leverage. He's making Vince apologize. You son of a bitch. Yeah. That's your favorite belt. I know. I've taken shits prettier than that belt, but I'm not judging. To each his own. You like what you like. That's what I always preach, right? You're not wrong for liking what you like. Ha ha. It's a good line. Yeah, you got my attention, CM Punk. I thought all that was pretty good. It woke the audience up. I mean, this whole crowd. I mean, what a perfect the timing on everything with the contract ending and it being in Chicago. I don't think he's got cult of personality yet, does he? Look at the crowd. Look at that. That's just a gorgeous pan shot of that. They're ready, man. That's like one night stand, but bigger. This song he used. He's got that new see, and that's another thing. That shirt felt new, right? Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong here, because I remember talking about this, how I was kind of criticizing this a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, this was probably just done for money, but I think that's brand new CM Punk merch that came out. He wasn't wearing that on the Go Home Raw, was he? I don't think. I could be wrong. So my point is, yes, okay, so he's got the date on it, right? So he had this shirt made on the night that he's supposedly leaving the company. He's debuting new merch. You see how that's weird to me? And this is what he would wear when he would return. Like, I feel like this shirt should have been saved for when he returned and confronted John Cena when he came back with the Cult of Personality theme. Because up until this point, I don't think he was rocking this. He was rocking that Nexus shit. So I feel like that made it, to me, feel like it was obviously a work still, which we all deep down knew. But if they're trying to make this seem real, like this guy's really leaving the company, showing up on his last night with new merch is weird. Unless I've got the timing on this shirt wrong, but I feel like this is the first night that we saw that shirt. Maybe that's because they knew if they were in Chicago and they had that shirt at the merch stands, it would sell its balls off. So that was probably done by design. But maybe, they've got the date on the back of the shirt, so maybe they made it like a custom shirt for that evening and then just kept the design when he came back. Maybe that's how they justified it in their heads in kayfabe. But I would imagine if that shirt was at the stands on this night, they sold it out. I guess I'm looking in the crowd. Is anybody wearing one? Maybe not. Oh, yeah, I see a few. So, yeah. It's quite the image of him just sitting in the ring in that environment like that. Quite the ovation. God, that's some crazy energy. Awesome. Forgot what year it is now. Many, many years ago. Probably 2015 or 16. Whatever overlay I was using at the time. I used that shot of Punk sitting in the ring with his legs crossed in the wide shot of the audience. And that was what I kind of used as my black background. I kind of blurred it and colorized it and used that, but that was the shot I used for a while. Pandemonium. CM Punk, he's ready. Cena making him wait. Oh, boo. Cena's getting booed. Yes, I know. Some of you have huge boners for Cena. That's great. I like Cena too. So just go in the bathroom, take care of that, come back and join us. Walking in straight, not doing too much of his little. He's just coming, just like in at One Night Stand. That's why Cena deserves credit. He just walks into these situations completely and totally fearless. He's like, fine, bring it, bitch. And he's done the job in both of these scenarios. Yeah, is that the last one we did? What was? Oh no, we did SummerSlam last week. I think we did SummerSlam '91. I think we did ECW One Night Stand the week before that. But yeah, we just watched RVD and Cena a couple weeks ago, and how crazy that environment was, and I gave Cena praise for that too. You know, just the way he just kind of walks in like such a stud. He's like, I know that every single ass in this building hates my guts, but a job to do. Well, son of a bitch, how long is this match? Do they legit give these guys 40 minutes? Chicago, Illinois. West Newbury. Is there an East Newbury? And y'all live up there? I really, really, really want to go back to Cape Cod. My dad used to live there, and I spent a few summers there, and I loved it. And I loved how cheap the lobsters were. Oh my God. I want to go back and just eat lobster on Cape Cod. Hmm. The likes of Bruno. I like how you said Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart together, like they're a tag team. Michael Cole, we know who the former champions are. Thank you, Professor Cole. Now shut up. There's an insane clown posse guy in the crowd. Blows my mind that if you were 13 at this show, you're 25 now. That's kind of crazy to me, but that's the way it goes. Punk had quite the pipe bomb last night as well. Collision, which we watched. Said his piece. I've been reading and seeing a lot of the feedback on it, and there does seem to be a little bit of both opinions floating around. Like on one side, on one hand, you can understand that he can't not say anything about what happened because then you're just ignoring the elephant in the room. But if he does say something and there is no program scheduled or agreed upon, then it can be potentially damaging. It feels like just everybody is in the worst position in this whole situation. But you can't wrestle. They're chanting, "You can't wrestle." It was me, and they're like, "No, him, yeah." Oh, great! I don't even know if I've ever watched this match straight through. To be honest with you, I've seen many parts of it, and I've seen the finish a million times, but I don't know if I've ever watched it straight through. Anaconda Vice, just calm down, Michael Cole. Just relax. Well, if they're going to go 40 minutes, then a wrist lock is a good way to start here. Punk's best rivalry, JJ. I don't know, man. This could be it. This is one of the most memorable ones, but I don't know, rivalry. Could be a lot of people. He's had a great rivalry with AJ Styles. He's had a great rivalry with Randy Orton, a great rivalry with The Rock. Great rivalry with Brock to a certain degree. Michael Cole, can you just not talk through the rest of it? Like instead of talking, don't say anything. Oh, love the crowd. Love them. These are my favorite types of crowds, actually, because they are kind of rare. But I do really like when it's 100% to 0% because they'll react to every punch, every kick, boo, yay. It's fun when you get those. And they're not super rare. I think we're going to get one of these at Money in the Bank this year with Cody and Dominic. I'm pretty sure London is going to be like that to Dominic. And they are going to boo every mannerism, every step he takes in that ring. They are going to shit on. And that's going to make for a super fun match. These type of crowds are like literally my favorite to have for a wrestling match. Matches like this blows me away. We went a year and a half with a no audience business. Just crazy. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying, JJ. Thank you for that. Is Cena Punk's best rivalry? So you were asking Punk's best, not Cena's best. Then yeah, because this is the one that I feel like made Punk. It put him, because he was already like world champion prior to this, but this made him like a main eventer and gave him that run that etched him into history, holding that belt as long as he did. And it was all because of like this program here. But I also feel like Cena was kind of an afterthought. Punk was doing a lot of this on his own, as a lot of this was his own story of his contract being up and wanting certain things and certain demands. He didn't have too much of a personal issue with John directly. It was more of his issue with the company, and John was like in the backdrop. Kind of like how The Miz was an afterthought, even though he was champion. Miz was an afterthought in his own match because Rock and Cena were hogging the spotlight. And I think Punk and his promos and his interactions on TV with Vince were more interesting to fans than his interactions on TV with Cena, in my mind. At least to me, it was. Punk might have lost a tooth. Punk's biggest rivalry is dirt sheets. There's a little bit of truth to that. Nice slow pace to all this. I like it. Ooh, I like how the sun is shining off my toy winged eagle. Oh, I wish you guys could see it. Maybe you can. You got a nice sunset going on in the background there. You probably can't see it through those blinds. And I got a lot of blankets on the couch, but there is a killer sunset going on behind my house right now. Super awesome. How many? Cena's always had the funniest suplexes. Hell no, there isn't. Oh, just relax, J Love. Go rub one out. Have a cracker. Come back. Some of y'all need to learn emotion management. Lawler's getting pissed off when they're talking up Punk. Michael Cole, we know the rules. We're not stupid. It's way earlier on in the match. There's nothing wrong with throwing somebody out there. He's not going to pin Cena yet anyway, even if he was in the ring. So correct me if I'm wrong, unless this fool shows up here at some point in this match. Oh, do they do a general manager spot in this match? Because they've had that podium out there all night and Cole hasn't gone up there and said anything. Is that what happens here? Is there a false finish or something? Like, does Cena win or something and then the general manager restarts the match? Do they do something like that? Because this seems like it's going to be a very long match. So I could see some extra stuff happening. I mean, apparently there's still nearly 30 minutes left in this match. I have a feeling we might hear from the GM. The anonymous GM? The Hip Hop Anonymous? Yeah, Hip Hop Anonymous. Yeah, so I mean, we can all assume that J Love's Cena poster is over his bed, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine, but you don't have to sell Cena on us. We're not fucking stupid. I know full well what Cena is capable of. Probably even been watching him longer than you. Well, maybe not. You've got 2000s. You love 2000s wrestling, so you probably got some years on you. Calm yourself, as Ray Franz says. If you live every day this agitated, I feel bad for you. We want to help you. This would have been a hell of a show to be front row for. I couldn't imagine. If we combine the technologies, which we probably already are on some level, but if we combine AI and VR, okay, maybe we can place ourselves in these environments and actually experience these moments. I want to be ringside for Money in the Bank 2011. Boom, you're there. Some of y'all are young enough that by the time you get to be my age, that might be a reality, and I'll be dead. There is a few. I'm surprised. I guess it's not 100% CM Punk. It's probably like 90%. Look at the agility of Punk back in 2011. He landed it like shit, but he did make the jump. Oh, Cena's hurt. Oh no. Oh no. What a shame. Because it's totally believable that he's really hurt. Just like Hogan at WrestleMania 6. Oh, my knee. Oh. My landlord is weed whacking and mowing his lawn, but I really like the window open because it's such a nice night, so I'm going to tolerate it. Suplex. No, I'm sure there's VR matches you can watch. I'm talking about like getting the technology to the point where you can actually be even more there than you are in current VR. whatever that would look like. I'm telling you, y'all, that James Webb's telescope. I knew it was going to reveal humbling stuff, but I think it's even exceeding that. I think we're going to have a whole different understanding of what reality is very soon. I think we already are. Come on, Punk. It amazes me too. We were still almost a year away from the big Rock and Cena match. How lucky was WWE too during the Rock and Cena build? They set up that WrestleMania match the night after WrestleMania 27. What if you get all the way to December and Cena blows out his knee? You know, he wrestled through all of that and stayed healthy, and they were able to get both of those matches done. It's pretty incredible. Nice. I don't know what that even is called. See, what do you guys think? See how Cena has his hair here? I feel like if he ever comes back to the ring, he should just do that. I still think the bald spot's going to be very visible because I've been through this. But I think that a look like this might be better than the long job he's got going now. And he needs to get some color on him, getting the tanning bed or something. He was out there looking like Sheamus at WrestleMania, wasn't he? MH Nova, good to see you. Peace to you, my friend. You know, today is the 35th anniversary of Shawn Michaels' WWF debut, and they showed his greatest matches on YouTube today. I did see that. I wasn't totally sure if that was legit, though. Is it the 35th anniversary of his debut? That would mean 88. And I'm pretty sure they were in prior to that and got fired. So I don't know if it, when I first saw the 35th, I'm like, yeah, the first thing I thought of is that his actual anniversary, because he kind of had a first run where they got fired and then came back. So I always thought that kind of came early 88 or late 87 when that went down. But I could be wrong. Either way, congrats and happy anniversary to HBK. Please unblock me on Twitter if you're watching this. I was always a big fan of yours, despite your issues. And I don't think I deserve to be blocked by you. Toy. Ray Fran, or just shave it off. I think just if he buzzed it, you know, just with clippers is all he really needs to do. Kind of how CM Punk has his hair right now on AEW. Just do that. It wouldn't look so ridiculous if he did that. What if Cena, I mean, all the years Cena has wrestled, another thing that kind of makes him different than a lot of other guys, because we've seen changes in Randy Orton and Undertaker when it comes to the facial hair. But Cena never busted out the beard. You know, what if Cena goes for the Goldberg? What if he goes for the bald head and grows all his shit in? He might look pretty awesome. Cena might not be able to grow a beard. Oh, there goes Cena. Go, Punk's going for the dive. Torpedo. Chicago's loving it. We still got like 20 minutes left in this match, or in this pay-per-view, I should say. I've seen people make the earnest comparisons with Cena before. That's kind of funny. Maybe it's the universe's way of saying, you know, your life was so great. We're going to stick it to you when you get older, and we're going to make you not age well. Like, look at what the universe has done to Shawn Michaels. My God, that dude was the epitome of sexual prowess in his day, and now he looks like a drunk uncle. That's okay. I'm going to be on YouTube looking like a drunk uncle when I get old. I'll be up here when I'm 60. Remember when Good Mike Work was young and in his 40s? Five knuckle shuffle right there in Chicago. That didn't go over well in the Hammerstein either. Attitude adjustment. They should have just kept calling it the FU. Wow. Oh, Punk. No, he did not land on his feet. He landed on his square ass. Cena's got $1 million, or way more than that, millions and millions of dollars. He could just get hair restoration. Just do what LeBron go to LeBron's guy or whatever. Oh. Gut wrench. They got a feeling his knee is giving him fits. It is such a nice night outside. I cannot get over how nice it is outside. I want to go out there. Ooh, knee to the mush. Oh, god damn. So you really connected with that. The look on Punk's face is hilarious. He's like, holy shit, I might actually win the title here. You know, Elizabeth's been wanting to come on. Oh my God, he did hit him. And she told me she wanted to do like a John Cena match, but she told me this after. Oh, I don't want to see a close up of this. Oh, That hurts just watching that. Damn, Cena. But Elizabeth is like, I want to watch like a, if I come back on to do a members only video, watch along, I want to do like a match that was a big John Cena match. And I'm like, oh, this one would have been the perfect one. We could have just watched this, but I had already scheduled the entire pay per view. So we'll do something John Cena related, but maybe the SummerSlam match between them or something. Tap out Punk. He's got it. Come on, Punk. One more, maybe 3 more inches. You got it. Good job. Good job, Punkster. Oof. And another kick out. They don't think CM Punk's got what it takes. I don't recall exactly how it goes down, but I know like Laurinaitis comes out and all that. High cross to Cena, roll through. You could tell that you could tell with all the space he had, he was going to roll through that. He's going to lift him up. Hey, jeez. Nope. GTS. Oh, he blocked it. STF. Oh no. Or STFU, right? Cena does not do these very well. Sometimes it annoys me. Oh, got him. Got it right in the center. Look at Punk. Wow, Punk's got. Is that his vice? His anaconda? He's got it in too. John Cena should just be poking CM Punk in the eyes or something. Oh wow, AA out of nowhere, pretty quick too. Imagine if this was CM Punk in the ring right now with Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. Roman would be beating him, and that crowd would be going home unhappy. Crowd is still loud. A leg drop? What the hell? Was that supposed to be like a power bomb counter? How was that even a counter? Cena just looked like he botched the jump. He's signaling for the GTS, but he's hobbling. He's up. Oh my God. Hangs up Punk. So yeah, if you he's pulling all the stops. If you see a stop, pull that shit out, man. Kick out. Crowd loves it. Crowd loves it. Oh, thank you for that. We Are Pro Wrestling. This was the first 5-star since HBK and Taker. I didn't know he gave any out. I thought this was the first ever. So Taker and Sean got one in 97. That's good. That was a good match. That took a long time to measure that up. I feel like Punk's got plenty of time to counter out of this. Up he hits. Oh, he's got to kick out. Not today, Cena. You fruity little pebble. Yeah, Orton and Christian both did this earlier, Cena. Learn from their mistakes. WWE fan, appreciate the $5. Greg, I was at Collision and the show more than delivered. Did you do a show on it yet? If so, I need to listen to it. No, I did not. I had to work all day today. We did a reaction last night. If you want to watch that, we watched it together, but I have not done a review of it. But I think I'm going to come up tomorrow for a Raw review, and we'll probably touch on it. Thanks for being here. Superplex coming up. What, Punk? Don't be falling, bro. Punk is sitting on the top rope, and Booker says that he's out on his feet. He's out on his ass. What's happening? Oh, he's going for the AA. God, this makes me nervous. Damn, he is rocking Cena with those. I don't know what Punk's trying to go for here. I guess just a superplex. Oh, no. Hurricane Rana. Nice. Punk's rolling down the knee. That would really hurt you. I would not want to ram my exposed knee into somebody's skull. You'd break your kneecap. I have bad knees anyway, and I've smacked them before, and I have one knee that clicks every time I move it because of the one injury I had to it. And the idea and the thought of ramming this into somebody's head makes me queasy. It would hurt so bad. Here comes Vince. and his boy toy. Prick Patrol. The dynamic douches. That's who they are. Vince is trying to ring the bell. You make it more obvious. Now you're going to run all this time. Oh, look at. Oh, so Cena. So Cena's not going to let them help him. I see. Ever the babyface. I have a feeling he's going to get caught. There it is. That's a bad idea. Oh my God. Look at Vince. I like how he kind of just buttons his jacket up. And he has now won the WWE title and the World Heavyweight title. But this one was the biggest. Classic. I mean, that was an awesome moment for wrestling fans, not only for Chicago and CM Punk, but for the fans that were tired of John Cena. You know? They were very happy to see him just lose and lose. CM Punk is no longer an employee of WWE in 14 minutes, they said. That's right, because, yeah, it was probably 11:46 at night. Yeah, definitely. Oh, no. Oh, Vince is mad. We never heard from the GM. Got the music. I don't recall any of this. Give me Alberto to cash it in. Alberto's gone, bro. Does he come out here? He doesn't come out, does he? Or does he come out and then Punk runs away? Here he does come. I don't recall any of this. And Punk takes him out. Oh, he takes the belt. And says like, well, you should leave now, Punk. Blowing him a kiss. Classic. I love it. And he's like, I'm just going to leave through these Illinoisians. Or whatever they're called. Chicagoans. Chicagis. Vince, what are you going to do, Vince? That belt has got a refrigerator to get inside of. It has got no time for you. Remember later on he would post on I guess Twitter back then, right? We were all on Twitter by then, right? I might not have been. Actually, I don't think I was. And he celebrates, and then he put the belt in his fridge. So good. So good. And Punk wins. Right on. I'm glad we watched that. I haven't seen that in so long, and I have never seen the match, I don't think, all the way through. So that was really, really good. I'm glad we watched that one. Thanks again for being here, guys. It's been a busy weekend. We had a doubleheader yesterday, podcast and the Collision live reaction. So if you have an interest in watching the live reaction, you still can. It's still up. And yesterday's podcast is up too for your viewing enjoyment. And I think tomorrow night I'm going to plan for a Raw review because it's going to be a weird week with the videos and stuff, and I want to make sure I get content to you. And tomorrow night's Raw might be interesting with Trish Stratus maybe getting into the Money in the Bank match, so we'll see what happens there. So that's my plan, unless Tomorrow during the day, it just looks like the night of wrestling is going to completely suck, but I think we'll come up and do a short little video and review. And that way I can keep you guys informed on what the schedule is for the rest of the week heading into Forbidden Door. So thanks again for being here. I appreciate all of your time and hanging out and all the chats and the super chats and the comments and the questions and watching this show with me as always on Sundays. This is a fun thing to do on the channel. It's great. So next week we'll miss it because of Forbidden Door, but then we'll pick it back up 2 weeks from tonight and we will do a SummerSlam. And we will decide that SummerSlam very soon. I'll let you guys know. Take care. Have a good rest of your night and weekend, and I'll talk to you.